welcome back to FastFreddyRC, and today I'm doing a segment called Tamiya, TV, Movies, and Me. So what's this all about? Well, I'm sure none of you know this, but when I'm not doing this channel, I actually work in the film industry. I am an actor. And when I was growing up, I grew up in a small town called Gibsons, where there was a long-running TV series called The Beachcombers that was pretty much filmed there every single day. And I remember as a kid watching the show, and you see these car chases and they'd go around a corner, and when you went around the corner, that's not what's around the corner. I mean, you live in Gibsons, you know what's around the corner. So my brain started going, well, that's not true. You go around that corner. So anyways, my mind got all sort of wrapped up in the whole filmmaking aspect of things, and I'm sure that's why I work in the industry today. Well, because I do, I thought, wait a second, let's have some fun. Why not, with the YouTube channel, start creating some movie cars? And that's what I'm going to do. This will be the first segment on this. Now, what I'm going to show you is a number of projects that I'm pulling together. There's no real timeline on it, but these are projects that are going to come up throughout the year where I'm building them as TV and film cars. So let's look at the first one that I'm going to do for this series. So there is a show on NBC called Irrational. It is a new one that's actually filmed in Vancouver, which is just across the pond from where I live. And it's all about this behavioral scientist who helps the police solve cases. Well, what does he drive? The Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. He drives a red one, and I have always thought this would be an awesome kit to bring to the channel because it is so cool. Tamiya does an amazing job of recreating this body, and it's on an M06 chassis. And I still haven't built an M06 chassis for the channel. So this is going to be the car that we're going to build. And I'm going to paint it up exactly like the guy in the series for Irrational. So this is very cool. The next one is Race for Glory, Audi versus Lancia. This is actually a really cool story because back in '83, when Audi pitched that they wanted to get their four-wheel drive car into rally racing, and typically the rally racing was only two-wheel drive cars, they didn't believe that Audi even had a car that would win, so they said, yeah, sure, you can let it in the races. Well, what happens? Turns out it's an amazing car for a rally racer. So what do we have here? We have the Lancia 037 on the TA02 chassis, and we've got the Audi Quattro on the TT02 chassis. So this is kind of cool. I mean, Tamiya had these cars already, but the fact that the movies come out, I'm sure it's kind of given these two cars a bit of a boost in the Tamiya world. So I thought it'd be super cool to actually build these ones up. Now, what's interesting about these, though, is I wish they were true to the real cars. And what I mean by that is, this one is, it's on the TT02 four-wheel drive platform. This makes total sense because the Quattro was a four-wheel drive car, but the Lancia is on the four-wheel drive TA02 chassis, and this was a rear-wheel drive car. So if you wanted to stay true to the car itself, this needed to be a rear-wheel drive. However, for the coolness factor, I'm going to build these up and we'll kind of have some fun doing a bit of racing with each of them. I think it'll be just super, super cool. So these two were featured in that movie, so let's build them. Now the next movie car that we're going to build happens to come from one of my absolute favorite car movies, The Fast and the Furious. And when we're introduced to Dom, one of the main characters in the movie, played by Vin Diesel, he actually shows up in a red Mazda RX-7. And it's so cool because I really wanted to bring a drift car to the channel because I think they are just so cool looking, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to use. But there's another reason why this kit actually is pretty cool. It comes with a lot of hop-up items that you'd have to do normally on a TT02 chassis. So for example, this kit comes with a full set of ball bearings. It comes with a torque-tuned motor. It comes with an aluminum heatsink for the motor, and it comes with oil-filled shocks. So this kit actually comes with some pretty cool hop-up items technically. But that's not all. So I'm going to paint this up. I mean, it shows that it's red. Well, I'm going to paint it up red for obvious reasons. That's how Dom's car was. But if you remember the movie, there were a lot of interesting decals on Dom's car. Well, in this envelope, I happened to find this on eBay, and these are all the decals specifically designed for the 1/10 scale kits. So I'm doing this car up exactly like Dom's car. So I'm actually really excited to put this one together for so many reasons. Just all the different hop-ups. I think it'll be cool to do the drifting, and the fact that I could find stickers specific to his car is just so cool. So again, I'm not sure when these will be coming up. These are just projects that are definitely going to be happening. However, I have a funny feeling that this one is going to be one of the first ones that I build, because I've always wanted to put together a drift car, and the fact that I've got the actual stickers now specific to making this a Fast and the Furious car leans me towards this one probably going to be the first one to be built. Now, I will be doing more movie cars because that just seems to make the most sense for me. But for now, these are the ones that are on the list. So please like, subscribe. If you like any of these vehicles and are going to be coming up, it's great to just subscribe, get the notifications, and it does help the channel grow. So until next time, we'll see you in another video.